Morning, guys. It's Saturday morning. I'm sitting here analyzing my charts. Been up since 6:30 a.m. and I'm just analyzing my charts real quick. And I want to come and talk to you guys about dealing with the losing week. So I don't count my percentages every single day. I count them week by week and then month by month because I do swing trade, right? And so right now what I'm doing is going through all my active currency pairs from last week, and I'm going through the currency pairs that that's on my portfolio just to see if I see any potential gains, right? Y'all gonna hear bubble guppies in the background, my kids. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing for today, and I'll give you guys a quick example of what I'm looking at. So New Zealand dollar Swiss was one that I got knocked out of last week. Still this week. It's Saturday. Got knocked out of. And so what I'm noticing now is what happened. So I'm looking at the candle from that closed April 27th. I have two charts that's up right now on the same screen. I'm going for my monthly, weekly on one side, and then my daily on my right side because I enter in from the daily time frame. So I'm watching, I'm seeing what's going on, and I'm gonna share my screen so you guys can see it as well too, so y'all can get a good picture of what I'm looking at. So I'm seeing what's going on. Seeing the one candle that leads me into my thinking, because I only trade based on 4 candles, and I don't really trade based on anything else. I try to keep everything as simple as possible, but now that I see, okay, well, even though I got not out of this trade, I didn't lose money on the trade. I got out for break even. But now what I'm looking at is a potential sell because I was in a buy. So now I'm looking at like a potential sell now. And talk to you guys about dealing with break-even trades and losing weeks. So I love what saying Lucci says. He's all about psychology. I'm all about psychology too, right? Like, you have to fight that innate feeling to beat yourself up when you have a losing a streak or trade or week, month, day, whatever. You have to get over that feeling. You have to feel it first though. Like, you want to feel the feeling because you just lost a freaking trade, or you just got up for break even, like you didn't make no money. And I lost between 7 to 8% of my account this week. And my account the week before was great. I was up over 1,000 pips. Oh, like literally over 1,000 pips on a few currency pairs. This week, it's like the market just turned on a few of my pairs. Some I took 3 losses last week. Some got out for break even. Some I just let go because I felt like not overwhelmed, but it was like couldn't see, and that happens from time to time. Like, nobody is perfect. Even the people who've been trading for 10, 20, 30, 40 years to tell you, hey, this thing, like, and I even wrote this down, it's hard, but that doesn't mean it won't work for you. Trading works, but that doesn't mean it's going to work out every single time. You have to learn to make it work for you and get your edge in this market. I have my edge. I'm a swing trader. I trade from higher time frames. I like holding my positions. And it doesn't matter what time frame you trade, you're still holding a position, whether you're holding it for a few minutes or a few seconds, whether you're holding it for a few hours, a few days, weeks, months, years, it doesn't matter, right? Everyone holds a trade. It's all about this when you're holding that trade. Like, how do you feel about that trade? How do you feel when the position pulls back on you? And I don't mind pullbacks. I like pullbacks. But it's about managing your positions, managing that portfolio, and having that mental toughness to block out everyone around you, the noise and the opinions. Because it's a lot of ego, especially in this market that we trade Forex. And I've learned to ignore it. Everyone wants to be right. I've learned to stop trying to be right and just trade what my system tells me to do. Whether I win or lose, I still trade my system. And this week, the system worked on some. The system didn't work on some. And then I just exited my positions. A few factors played into that as well. Health, busy schedule, just running around this week. A few things played into it. But now I get to start from a clean slate this week. And that's one thing I love about trading. You get to start over every single week, every single month, every single day you get to start over. So that's what I love. So now I'm just going to look at my charts through fresh eyes. I see a potential setup on New Zealand dollar Swiss for the week. If it can, go in my favor, there's potential here. and you know, just gonna take my time with it. So if you've been struggling, if you feel like price just goes the opposite way against you, you know, maybe just back test your trend a little bit more. If you feel like you're entering in too early, or if you're entering in too late, try to find your sweet spots with how you're supposed to enter. Like, I have my sweet spots, and if the market doesn't respect it, I don't trade it. Once the market respects it, I trade it. Like, try to have as less decisions to make, as least rules as possible. That's what I found. I know a lot of people say, you know, have this many confirmations and boom, boom, boom. My system has a 1 + 2 + 3 combination combo, and that's it. And if all three are met, great. And if not, don't trade it. Like, you just got to stick to your rules. Anyway, you guys, that's just how I'm dealing with, you know, my previous week. And, you know, we'll see how we do this week. I'm hopeful. I don't see as many opportunities, and I'll tell you guys what hurts. It just feels like my best moves happened this week and last week, and I could not see them. It just feels like they just happened. And so now I'm about to be on the sideline for quite some time. I can see it already. But I'll take, now I have to just switch out my portfolio a little bit, switch it up a little bit, and just go to the pairs that's going to give me my opportunity. That's trading. You win some, you lose some, you get some, you miss some. And you can't stumble over the ones you didn't get, right? You can't falter. So that's just how I'm looking at it, you guys. That's just how I've learned to deal with it after a few years of trading. It's trading life, man.